with someone important. Greetings, and welcome to the fast-paced and exciting world of motion picture and video making. If you're watching this tape, you've already decided that you want to be a filmmaker, and you've already enrolled in a university and film program. Now you must ask yourself some important questions. Have you chosen the right location and school for what you want to do? According to a recent survey, the university you are currently enrolled in, UWM, is highly regarded and recommended with full film and video production facilities, but is not interested in industry filmmaking practice, even though that's where the money is. Are you interested in this curriculum? Are you motivated enough to make it as an independent filmmaker? Are you ready to give up large chunks of your time to complete projects your teachers are going to tell you are no good? Or is this more of a high school video class to you? One trap you must avoid early on is the urge to strive to fit into the artist, independent filmmaker role with which we are presented. I have seen my share of self-important attempts at art and forced soul-searching in a vain attempt to fit that mold. Not only is it often tedious to watch, it can be embarrassing to reveal the sordid details of your life if it is not necessary. Another question you must ask yourself is, will you be able to overcome the self-defeating behaviors so common amongst filmmakers? Are you going to put your films down before people even see them or even get a chance to comment on them? Will you be able to justify spending money on an idea you aren't so sure is sound enough to be made just to have something to show it for a project? Yes, film is expensive, and one of the keys to becoming a filmmaker is bargains. Remember, the road ahead of you is littered with film students. Seek them out and buy their old stuff cheap. This is not always easy, because even the saddest of film flops has dreams of someday returning to the film world. Even so, if you catch them at their lowest, you can pick up the essentials real cheap. That brings us to the section of the tape of things you'll need. Number 1. Lenny Lipton's Guide to Independent Filmmaking. This important guide will serve you throughout your entire first semester of school. Second, Film Art by David Bordwell and Kristen Thompson. This text is a must for all Hollywood-oriented students who are dying to learn as much history as they can. Learning all the special names for every aspect of filmmaking can be truly interesting, and this knowledge will stay with you for at least 2 or 3 semesters after you're forced to read it. Remember, it is very important to ask your teachers questions. One of the most important and most ignored aspects of being an independent filmmaker is the ability to get grants. Remember, most of your teachers have applied for and received at least some grant monies. Some teachers may even have friends in the committees. If your teachers have not actively promoted and encouraged the students' knowledge of grants, they aren't doing their jobs, and you need to let them know. How do they expect you to survive without that knowledge? It isn't their decision to make who finds out about grant opportunities. In a perfect world, everyone would be encouraged equally. But since it's not, it's up to you. It can be fun and rewarding experience. Being a film student can be a fun and rewarding experience, and if you use your head, you might make some money. A lot of money. I think that Film Threat said it best in a recent issue. Going to a large school may open doors upon graduation, but you may also find yourself carrying heavy equipment for graduate students instead of making your own movies. On the other hand, you can attend a small, well-equipped school with no name and make films immediately upon arrival. However, if you plan to make blockbuster flicks, you should stay away from these bastions of experimental filmmaking. And if you wish a job as a grip or PA, perhaps trade school is your best route. Whatever you decide, remember that you don't need a professor's approval or a student's synthetically positive critiques to make a film. You just need a camera, film stock, and a head full of good ideas. And remember, ideas are free.